I was just going through my go bag and organizing and updating everything, and I thought I'd just go through this video real quick to show you the basic items that I have. Over here is what we would consider emergency equipment that you might need. This is a weather radio. This is also a radio, weather radio, and it has a charger mechanism on it and a flashlight on one end. You could charge your phone with it by turning the crank. It does a little bit more than just the weather radio. This is basically just battery operated. This one has batteries as well as can be hand cranked to generate electricity or power. Of course, you always need your work gloves. This is a safety whistle that you can use if you were trapped somewhere. Utility cord. This is a strap that you can use to hold things over your shoulder if you were to need to clip something. This is another just utility strap. Hook that you could use if you needed to climb or do whatever. Of course, the always necessary duct tape. These are waterproof matches. And this is the old Swiss Army knife. If you come over this way, we have the emergency survival things like the emergency survival blanket. I have 2 of those. I have a tube tent. I have 2 emergency ponchos, as well as a distress banner that you can fold out that says emergency help. High resolution vest, a packet of dust mask, and here's ibuprofen, a small first aid kit. This I made up with just some Clorox wipes and a garbage bag and some soap, some Olay soap, and a couple of those small tissue packs. Also just a little cheap pair of swim goggles in case you were to have to protect your eyes for some reason. Over here is my personal items. Like this is wrapped up inside this. My wonderful wife can wrap things very tightly. So this actually has a t-shirt, a shirt, a pair of underwear, and a pair of socks. And then this is a pair of jeans. And I did see, now that I've lost weight, they will still fit. So this is, of course, rolled toilet paper. This would be the food item. Now, these are just things that I got off of an emergency site. These are protein bars that are sealed, and they have very high protein, like 2,400 calories. And this is just some milk, powdered milk that I found. You can mix it with water. Some more protein bars. This is a packet of packets of water, small emergency drinking waters, and they could be used for up to 3 to 4 pouches a day, so that would give you a couple of days worth of water there. This is just a little something that we found that is just you could use it for any kind of container. It pulls down, folds out, and the top comes off, and then this is just a little spoon or utensil type thing that you could use if you needed it. And inside of that I have a small bottle of pills that you can put in water to make it more potable to drink. If you were to find a fairly clean source of water, you could maybe assure yourself that that would help make it a little bit better. And all of that goes into this emergency kit bag that I have. And when I get it packed up, all of it fits inside there. So when all of this is in that, all I have to do is just grab the bag and go. Or it's also designed like a backpack where I can put it on my back. And I'm fixing to pack that up. Now, the only other thing I haven't showed you is this little pack here. This little pack has a memo pad, a pencil, some more mask, and in the back I have a K95 mask. I have made copies of my license, my Medicare card, my insurance, health insurance card, also my birth certificate, and I have $40 in here. I have a 20, 2 5s, and 10 1s, because you don't want to have big bills. You may need to use it for smaller things. You can add other things as well, but those are the things that I thought I might need for identification. And it's in a waterproof bag. The other thing I would get, of course, would be my laptop. My whole life is on this laptop. So the first thing I'm going to do in an evacuation notice is grab this laptop and that go bag, and hopefully have time to get the 3 little mutts in their little things and put them in the car or whatever. But that's the order of preference: the go bag, the laptop, and the cats. And then I'm out of here. So those are the plans. The other day, they were encouraging us on the news to have your car backed into your garage, or backed into where you could leave in a hurry, have your go bag in it, because when the wind's blowing 70 miles an hour out here, those fires are moving over 1,000 feet per minute, and they are moving, and you don't have time to get out and just, take your time and pack up. So I actually had this stuff pretty much ready. I didn't have it in the car, and I was watching the news very closely. It wasn't 20 miles from here, but if it had got anywhere around here, I would have had it ready. And then when the evacuation and I had to go, I would have. So you never know. It's just something good to have. I'm not so sensitive about dates on this stuff. I have had this for a number of years now. It probably is outdated as far as, this is April of 18. So that would be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's getting on up there, but it's sealed. And the way I look at it is the odds of me having to use it, hopefully, would be very much not. But even if I did, it is edible and it is drinkable, and so it would get me through. The main thing is I do have personal protection equipment. I have some shelter if I needed it in a tent or, poncho. I have a change of clothes. I have toilet paper. I have, wipes. I have other necessary things to protect myself. I've lost a lot of weight and I don't eat a lot of food anyway, so I'm not too worried about the food part. But anyway, little video for everybody. Maybe that helps, and hope you can benefit from it for getting your own kit together.